Hey, Ed Moses here. Hey, I was in Denver, Colorado over the weekend, and I was there for the Empower Network Don't Be a Wussy event. Awesome event. I drove out there because kind of wanted to see the landscape out that way. I like to drive. I don't mind flying. I get a little air sick sometimes, but I drove out to Denver, Colorado to do this because I've never been through Missouri, I've never been through Kansas, and because I live in Ohio, it gave me a chance to drive through those states. And I'll tell you what, Kansas, man, that is flat prairie land. I ran into one area where it was like 2 to 3 miles worth of nothing but windmills. It was really quite awesome, actually. I actually stopped and I did a video. If you may or may not have seen it, it was a video on success, where I was talking about success as a journey. It is not a destination. A lot of people mix that up. They think you're going to get to the success and you're done. Well, no. Success is an ongoing process of self-improvement, and you aren't going to just land there one day, because if you don't keep improving yourself, it just, it's over. You will get passed up. I'm not saying that you can't reach it, but you've got to always improve yourself. But today I kind of want to go over a couple things that I thought were really, really good, really, really important that was brought up at the event. One of those things are on mentoring. A lot of people, they come into the business, they try to do this alone, and that's fine. If you've had success in the past, this is probably something you can do. If you haven't had success in the past, a mentor would be a very, very positive aspect to get you where you're going faster. And the reason behind that is because a mentor has already gone through all the problems that you might be going through right now. And what that does is it kind of puts it into turbo, where you get there faster, because the mentor knows what to avoid and how to get what you want faster. So that's one of the points that was brought up. I don't know, a lot of people don't want to consider that. They don't want to pay the money. Sometimes mentoring can just be just by watching the people that you respect that are already successful online and just duplicating what they do. That's a very good way of self-mentoring yourself. So there's something to consider. Another thing that was brought up, which I thought was a very, very good point. A lot of times you've got these people that, let's say you're in a team. Now if you're in my team, I'm very, very, very open to what I do. I want to share what I do because I want to help you. But a lot of times what happens is you get people that won't share what works for them. Different marketing strategies that happens to be working well for them. They don't want to give it away because what they're afraid is going to happen is they give it away to you, and next thing you know, you've taken their idea and they think you're going to take from their cheese, and they're not going to have as much left for themselves because there's too many people nibbling off the same piece of cheese, and that's just not the right way to market. The thing to look at, and the way I look at it, is abundance. There's millions and billions of people out there, and so there's an abundance of everything for everybody. If we share it, there is no reason that you can't share with your team what works for you. There's a good chance they won't listen anyway, because I know I put out a lot of videos on strategies that I use, like Facebook, how I social network with people to find leads, different things that I'm doing with pay-per-click, just a number of things. I try to put out like learning videos that will help you so you can see what I'm doing and how it works and why it works. That's important, and it's something you shouldn't be afraid to do, is share, because let's face it, if you don't see things in abundance, then there's a good chance that you're not going to succeed at this because you don't think there's enough anyway. So start looking at things in a big way. There's plenty for everybody. There's plenty for you. There's plenty for me. You just got to do what works for you. And lastly, a lot of people, they give up. They give up too soon. And what happens is, you drop out, you give up, and you start talking bad. Oh, this doesn't work anyway. Well, it does work. this stuff does work. It's like anything else. You've got to train yourself to do it and do it and do it again. And as you progressively do something over and over again, guess what? You get better at it. And that's the only way you're going to succeed, is to keep trying. To keep trying, and eventually you will get very good at something. And let's take, for instance, let's say you don't know how to pay-per-click market. Well, guess what? If you don't market any other way yet, try to pay-per-click. Just go out, learn how to do it. There's videos out there that people have put out on YouTube. You could pick up a video, watch how they do it, and practice, and practice, and practice. I get a lot of leads through pay-per-click. So, you know, it's basically, you know, all I'm trying to say is, don't give up on stuff that easily. People give up too easily. So there's really no reason for it. You know, it may not work the first time, may not work the second time, or even the third time. Well, guess what? It does work. You just got to keep trying something until you find a way that works. And if you get tired, you know, maybe you just think, well, maybe that doesn't work for me. Try something else. Just keep trying to find something that works, because there are plenty of ways to market out there, and they all work. It's just how you do it that makes it work or doesn't make it work. So just keep that in mind. Keep pushing at what you want, because you can have anything you want. As long as you want it bad enough, you can get it. It's out there for you. So anyway, those are some points that I picked up over the weekend in Denver at the Don't Be a Wussy event in Colorado. So I think I'm going to stop right there. I got a lot of other things to talk about, but I don't want to push the pocket too much here, because I'm going to leave you some stuff to think about later. So anyway, this is Ed Moses here, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye now.